Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here doing a new gunpla review. In today's episode, we're covering the high-grade Nadleeh. I'm going to call it Nadleeh, because it's a lot easier for me. So the Nadleeh from Gundam 00. So this is the mobile suit inside the Virtue, which when I first saw that, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I'm like, so it has not only one level of protection, but two, and they both can use a GN. They both have a GN drive, and they both have Trans Am. Okay, that's pretty darn cool. And so, I've been honestly waiting to get this kit, because I have the Virtue sitting on my shelf. So, I knew, and when I finally had to do the last few mobile suits for the Holiday Blitz, I was like, nope, getting this, dude. It's cheap, and it's awesome. So, it covers all the basics that any gunpla builder needs. Affordable, and awesome. But with that being said, does it have flaws? Yeah, but I'll get into that in the review. So, speaking of that, let's get into it. Alright, so we have the Gundam Nadleeh, whatever. With everything that comes in box. We have the beam effects for both the rifle and the keyword two, beam sabers. Downside, there is no place to put the beam sabers. So, yeah. That's annoying. Obviously, you get two beam effects. You get, actually, technically three. A open dynamic hand. The traditional closed hands for the weapons, which is easy to put in. Ta-da. The beam rifle is no different. Yep. Slide in. Slide out. Attach it right here. There you go. And of course you attach this to the beam rifle. This is a little bit more difficult. Yes, it's a slide in, slide out situation, but you have to make sure it's lined up properly. And yes, obviously the beam rifle can go in either arm. But as you can see in the artwork, it's usually in the right. And now, the hair / wires, if you want to call it that, are made of a very rubbery texture material. Not that unsimilar to polycaps. And of course we have the sticker sheet, which is borderline SD Gundam amount of color inaccuracy on this thing. Like, it's kind of gross. The GM drive parts, I get. They've always been stickers, like on the legs. But here, that's plastic. The GM drives themselves, right there. That sticker. Like, that stuff on the chest, you know, I'm used to that. Obviously, the cameras and the eyes. But it's like, seriously? Even the red on the shield has to be a sticker? The scope? Okay, most high grades have that. But again, the shield, you couldn't give me a couple of red parts. And, of course, on the front skirt, more stickers. The legs, more stickers. Like, one on each side, one in the front. But I do recommend panel lining this guy, because there's so much white here, you need to break it up. If you're good at it, I recommend doing it. If you're not, do like I do and leave it be. As you can see, we have a decent knee bend. The joint is pretty tight, though. By the way, that's the leg split. Yeah, you're not getting a lot of articulation out of the legs. Which is sad, because we have no side skirts to get in the way, but this is as far as it goes. No ab crunch to speak of, really. Let's see if we move the gun out of the way. No, let's pop off the hand. That's the arm bend. Arm all the way out. Be careful with this. If you push this too far, it would literally cause this thing to split down the middle. Which was beneficial for me when I forgot to put a piece in. Not beneficial when you're just trying to pose it. So, yeah, be careful with that. And I would be careful with the I believe you can get a 360, but I would be careful because this stuff could pop loose, and I wouldn't recommend it because then you would have to disassemble the entire head, which would be a pain. Obviously, the shield is attached in a similar way as the beam rifle, so it's easy to attach and detach. And of course, the shield rotates, but it does not move. So yeah, it's going to be in this any other 360 position from that. As you can clearly see, the stickers are not great, at least not the ones on the shield. You can see that goes the waist. There's stickers up here and on the sides of it, here and here on both sides. Again, there's a lot of color inaccuracy on this, which kind of sucks. So let's get to the summary and wrap up the review. So what I recommend the HG Gundam Nadleeh, yeah, whatever, from Gundam 00. Yes, I would. But with that being said, unless you're comfortable with a lot of color correcting stickers, like it's borderlining on an SD level, I would give it a pass. Unless you're comfortable with it or you want to paint this thing. This is definitely one of those painting attempt situations because there's a lot of color correcting stickers. Again, on the parts where it connects to the GN drive and all that stuff, that's fine, but everything else just seems a bit excessive. Yeah, so I would paint it if you're comfortable with that. If you're not, do what I did, use the stickers. But again, that's just me. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. We're only a few subscribers away from hitting my holiday goal of 310, which would be awesome if we hit that before the holidays. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you all for joining us. If you've been here from the beginning, I also appreciate you for sticking around for so long. You guys are amazing, as well as the new people. You guys are also amazing. As for the next episode, I have no idea. I haven't decided. It may be the Shining Gundam Real Grade. It may be the Shining Gundam Master Grade. It could be any of the Bandai Premium Project Meteor crew I have sitting there. It could be the SD Cleopatra from SDW. It could be the SD Gundam Ariel from Mercury. I have not decided. It's amongst other Gundams that are sitting there. The Master Grade Curios. The bunch of other Gundams I have sitting there on my shelf that I have not built yet and I've been saving for the holiday blitz. I don't know what to tell you. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. If you want to support the channel, please use the links down below. That's to support me directly. But if you also just want to support the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. All of that helps. Because YouTube is a sadistic monster that occasionally likes ignoring channels. So if you want to support me on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Share the video. You know, all that fun stuff. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember, all of you are amazing. All of you are appreciated. And yeah, this is going to be a shorter episode instead of the usual 10 minutes. Like last week, it's going to be like a 9-minute video because there's not really much to talk about in this guy. It's still a great suit. The overuse of color correcting stickers is a problem. And the articulation isn't that great. But all in all, it's still a really great suit. Good for a collection. And if you get a couple of them, maybe you can test out your painting skills and panel lining on it. Because, you know, either one would work. But, yeah. I appreciate all of you watching. Remember, all of you are loved. All of you are appreciated. All of you are amazing. I'll catch you guys next week in the new episode. Which is, I, again, have no idea what's going to be about. So I'll catch you guys later. So, peace.